was just looking for the sports channel, Gary.
Hey yo, how's it going everyone? Entropy here today with another video. We have quite an eventful week for both Global and JP, so let's get started and go through what is going on both servers. So let's start with some JP news. Season 39, the end of the unapproachable underworld, began on the 16th and will end on the 31st. The rewards include the sleeves for Brutition Dragon, Whirlwind Dragon, and Perdition Dragon, Vortex Dragon Newt, and the Legend 10, 20, 30, 50 reward going to be Star Vader, Garnet Star Dragon. Now, this card goes well with the photo that you should have gotten from the last rank season, and there's no reason to not pick up this bad boy. Might need to go see a doctor with that neck, but you know, still does what it needs to do, I guess. Next up, we have the double clan event, Spikes and Murakumo. So I believe this is the 4th time Spikes is getting support and the 3rd time Murakumo is getting support. So of course you can still go pick up some old stuff. Those will still be via the gacha, but the new exchange is based on, you know, direct exchange. So it's like a shop based one, like the Neo Nectar one. Small fun fact, I guess, Spike Brothers will get more support or have more support than Murakumo in this event. To get everything from Spike Brothers, it will cost around 5,000 tickets, and for Murakumo, it will cost 4,400. So thank you, Kirito99, for this fun fact. Overall, I'm still not a big fan. I'm not really sold on the idea of, you know, having to directly exchange, but I think this is a lot better. This is a step up compared to the Neo Nectar one because, well, Neo Nectar, you had 2 triple rares that you really needed, and you know that's quite very pricey, right? This one, at least the support is split between 2 clans. Only one of the Legion leaders are triple rare, the other one's a double rare, and it overall makes it much more, you know, affordable. And also you have the fights, right, for both clans, so you actually get to, you know, get triple rare mats for 2 different clans rather than just one. So I think that's a positive. You know, if we are going to stick with the exchange, I think that dual clan makes more sense. But if it was a single clan, I think, you know, overall I still prefer the gacha. But what do you prefer? Let me know down below what your thoughts are, and definitely let's move on and talk about the cards then. So the first one for Murakumo, we're getting Onmyo Stealth Rogue Seimei. Vanguard circle once per turn if this unit is a Legion. Can must want to call an Onmyo Stealth Rogue Seimei and a Transformation Stealth Rogue Kuzonoha each from your deck. The Seimei, the grade 3 called by this effect gets boost, and the grade 2 called by this effect can attack from the back row. That's super fun, and return them to your deck at the end of the turn. In addition, during your turn, if you have a rearguard with the same name as your Vanguard, this gets +3, which is really easy to do when you have your Legion skill, right? So overall, I think this card is, you know, actually not bad. I think this is quite decent. Not as explosive as your meta contenders, but it's still really interesting. You know, if you're dealing with like a Kagero or whatever that kind of controls your board, this card, you know, gets your units in. You know, your grade 3 is an 11k booster. Your grade 2 can attack from the back row, so you can have, you know, 4 attacks. If you have stands or whatnot, you can even extend that. Can hit numbers. It's quite nice. The grade 2 actually does help that too. So the grade 2 Kuzunoha, rearguard circle when placed if your unit is in Legion. Sub last 1 to call a card with the same name as your rearguard other than itself from your deck and return that unit to your deck at the end of turn. So I think one of the good things about this era is that Legion is a lot more fast-paced. You don't need to wait for 4 in order to use your skills. You can Legion as soon as possible, as soon as, you know, this is the 3rd turn or the 4th turn, depending if you go 1st or 2nd. So if you play really defensively, invest a lot of the grade 2s early game, yes, you might have a lack of resources in the late game, especially Murakumo doesn't really generate like value, like, you know, doesn't let you draw more or like have bodies that stick on the board. But with Legion skills like this, you can just have those bodies come in, use them, go back to the deck. If you play those interceptors and defend yourself earlier on, then you have more time to actually use the skill to get more units in and out. And you know, I think this style of play for Murakumo, this era does work better for Murakumo than the Break Ride era. So that's just my thoughts. Let me know down below what you think about these units are. or like what you think about them. And honestly, Murakumo is nice, but I'm a much bigger fan of Spike Brothers, so I'm really hyped for Emerald Blaze. Emerald Blaze, I think, does a lot more. I think it got buffed, costs less. Counter +2, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, counter +2, put a card with the same name as your Vanguard from your hand into your soul to call any 2 cards from your deck to an empty rearguard circle. So, this card reminds me of Dudley Emperor. It's not counter +2 instead of counter +3, I believe. It is limited to like a Persona soul charge, I guess, you know, putting the same name. But, you know, again, it's not restricted to like your super late gameplays anymore. It's not LB format. What it does mean is that you can use this as soon as possible, so you can actually start charging and rushing down your opponent super early on. It's not just a final turn play. Of course, probably that's how you want to play it, but it is an option to just, you know, get your multi-attacks in and start pressuring as soon as possible. It is an option, which is what's important. And in addition, it also has Soul +2 to get +2. Not really that important, but I guess it does help you hit numbers. Soul, always a small challenge with Spike Brothers, but you know, your skills do so charge. If you re-ride, you get, you know, basically 2 soul instead of the 1 nowadays, so I guess it's fine. Would I rather have like another skill? Probably, but you know, well, we take what we get, I guess. We have Silver Blaze, rearguard circle when this unit attacks a Vanguard. If your unit is in Legion, Soul +1 to get +10 until end of the battle, and put this to the bottom of your deck at the end of the turn. So this is like Bracky, but like +10 instead of +5. Works amazingly well with Emerald Blaze, and 19k beater with a booster, you know, goes up to 26 maybe. Does good. Bloody Ogle, I think, is the Legion that everyone was more excited on, and this was the better card in the TCG. I don't know if I can say the same in Zero, but let's go over it and I hear your thoughts as well. Vanguard Circle, during the turn this unit Legion, so when your rearguard attacks, that unit gets +5 until end of battle. Put that unit to your bottom of the deck at the end of the battle. Vanguard Circle, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, count +2, put a card from your hand into your soul to call any card from your deck to an empty rearguard circle. So, you know, this is like less stringent on the card that you put in the soul, but you call 1 less unit. The good thing is that it does give your rearguards +5, kind of like Bad End Emperor. Sorry, is that Bad End Dragger? I'm mixing up the names, but like kind of like the Break Ride Spike Brothers unit that we're playing right now in Global. What are my thoughts? I think the passive +5 is nice, but you know, I feel like both of them kind of do the same thing. You might still want to play your Bad End if you do want that stronger push, but you know, the extra 5k passive is really helpful. That Emerald Blaze doesn't really provide, so definitely nice. And a Frozen Ogle, rearguard circle, during the turn this unit attacks, at the end of the battle this unit attacks a Vanguard, count +1 and put this into your soul to call any other card other than Frozen Ogle from your deck to an open rearguard circle. So it does, you know, help itself generate another combo. If you're in Legion, there's a 14, and then you can call this guy out for, you know, another 24k, I guess. So again, one of the best parts about Bloody Ogle is that the 5k does help you scale up, and we know how important that extra 5k is, especially in Zero, and it is quite nice. I think it's quite nice, and I can't wait to play these units. So let me know down below, which one do you think is the winner of this clan event? Do you think it's Murakumo? Do you think it's Spike Brothers? Which one came out on top? You know, who got the better card? You know, who's gonna fare better in the metagame? And you know, or just personally, which one you prefer? I think both are quite fun, but I like Spikes more, and that's just me. Next up, for the global side, we have Season 31. This already began. This is the second coming of the Flame Dragon, starting on the 16th and ending on the 31st. The sleeves are Dragonic Burnout and Dragonic Overlord, the Break Ride variant. And now we have the 10, 20, 30, 50 reward going to be Rebirth, and the art's quite nice. So next, we have the Easter Memories event that started yesterday, or a couple hours ago, depending on when you watch this video. Join Emmy and Ren in their misadventures leading up to the Easter Festival in the latest seasonal event, Easter Memories 2021. So of course, if you're watching this video when it's coming out, it's July, it's no longer Easter, but coincidentally, if you come back here, watch this during Easter in 2022 or something, then or of course the event's no longer up there, but that'd be funny. So not a lot of stuff going on this week, but that's basically it. Again, I just want to know how you feel about the support from the clan event. How do you feel about how the clan events are set up these days? Exchange, we're getting some dual clan events. How do you feel about that? Which clan do you think came out on top? Do you like Murakumo more? Do you like Spy Brothers more? Let me know down below what your thoughts are. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already and want to see more, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.